So we're going to have to do something exciting today. By exciting, I mean scary. By scary, I mean you got to be brave. And by brave, I mean you got to be stupid. To attempt this, unless you've got a bit of experience, because man, these chicks are feisty. To learn their behavior and how they bolt and what they do, so you sort of become accustomed to their movements. But the feather leg, the only spider I know that will actively come at whatever is, like for example, if I'm trying to move her with a stick, she's not going to try to bite the stick. Well, she might, but then she's going to try and get at what is holding the stick, which I don't see easily with other spiders. These guys literally turn on everything and come back. I want you to come out, girl. There we go. Bite, it's fine, but come. Took it from me. Okay, next one. Sorry, your foot. Sorry. Woo! That is hairy. Okay. It's a bit rough.
Fuck. Hi everyone, Adam with you again. Today I'm going to be rehousing an old world arboreal tarantula from Western Africa. This is Grace, my Stromatopelma Calceatum. They have got quite the reputation as a species. My experience with this girl has been a lot different. She hunkers down and acts fossorially a lot of the time. I want to get her out of the enclosure she's in at the moment. She's in a 20 by 20 by 30 Exoterra. No offence if you like them, but they're just not for me. I don't like the visibility, I don't like the feel of them, I don't like the backing elements. So I want to move her up into something with more visibility and a bit more size. Hopefully I can coax her out of that fossorial behaviour. Side note, it's perfectly normal for arboreal tarantulas to burrow down occasionally, so provide them with the substrate they need to do so. Stromatopelma calceatum, they've got quite the reputation. When I say quite the reputation, people think they're murderers. They are old world African arboreals. They are incredibly quick, yeah. Their venom is probably on a par with Poecilotheria venom, and they're much more likely to use it. But also balance that out, I've had no troubles with this girl, and I hope that continues today. So let's get the enclosure built and get her moved. Okay, right, it appears we have a guest for today's rehousing. As you can see in the background, Mr. Stanley Sparkle has just arrived. But actually, Stan, you're going to help me make a really good point. While I'm going to let him be in here while the enclosure is built, there is no way I'm going to let him be in the room when I'm moving Grace the S. calceatum. I don't know how the venom reacts with cats scientifically, but it's not something you want to risk. You hope it goes well, but you try and take away as many factors of risk that you can. Yeah, you see a load of things around social media whereby people totally anthropomorphise their animals and think the cat's interested in making friends with your tarantula. No, they're natural predators. They want to have a go at whatever's in there, so please don't risk it. 1, dead spider. 2, cat in incredible pain, maybe dead, I don't know. There's absolutely, yeah, I understand, Stanley. People are twats, aren't they? They just take unnecessary risks. Yeah, he's come at my feet now. He's like, oh, what are we doing today? Well, you're doing nothing, mate, because you're going out. Right, but after that, let's get started. So, I liked the cork bark backing from the OBT enclosure I built, so I'm going to do that again. I've got a variety of stuff. I'm not sure how much I'm going to use. I'm just going to play it by ear. I've got 2 types of substrate. I've got the arid earth one, and I've got some burrowing, because as I said before, Grace has burrowed down into the cork bark. I believe in the wild they make tubular webs between trees, branches, whatever they can do. So if she burrows down or needs substrate for that, that's going to be good for her. Also, they live in a climate that varies from arid to humid depending on season. Doesn't matter too much if you're not keeping to breed, but again, it's just keeping the spider as comfortable as possible. So I'm going to use the burrowing substrate on the bottom and a bit of dry on top, so I can just let it dry out periodically and just mirror where she lives, make her more comfortable. I'm going to try and make some kind of half and half with these cork bark, so maybe she will make a funnel or something, and everything else it's just a bit of a gamble, so let's see how it goes. Yeah, one of the things I like about these enclosures is the dual door system. Just means that I can choose, depending on behaviour, how I get the spider in and out of the enclosure, should I have to move her or do anything with her, or like today, getting her in there. Another thing that I've got is a water dish holder that I'm going to put in. So you can pop a water dish high up, so with an arboreal species they might be happier drinking up high. So I'm just going to put a terrestrial water dish and one up here, so she's got a choice of drinking location should she want. I'm going to spare you the clumsy as fuck chimp hands attempt to put this, well, chimp, no, that's optimistic, gorilla hands trying to put this tray holder on for the water dish. So we'll do a little magic trick and cut back and it'll be done, and I won't be frustrated at all. There we go, that wasn't painful at all. So we have an elevated water dish so Grace can have a drink. Right then, time to get this built. So let's start with the burrowing substrate first. Yeah, I see it a lot that people scrimp on substrate for arboreal species. You know, you see them set up with a couple of centimetres of substrate, and especially considering there's a lot of arboreal species that are moisture dependent, releasing humidity from the substrate is one of the ways that that is regulated. So it just seems a bit counterproductive to, you know, skim a tiny bit of substrate in there when you could be hindering the spider in that sense. Let's see if this cork backing will fit now, because it's just slightly off, I think. Okay, so now I think that she's got somewhere to go for a drink. And put another water dish down here in case she wants to drink on the ground. That looks pretty nice for her, I think. Get this wiped off. That's looking pretty damn good. I don't think I need any of the rest. So now let's get on with the hard part, moving the little beastie. Okay, so the mission begins to get Grace from her old enclosure into a shiny new one. So need my brush, need my catch cup. I've got tongs because my tactic is going to be removing the cork bark and the water dish so I can get a clear view of her, and then I'll assess her behaviour and go from there, see how we're going to move her. So wish me luck. Just found this amazing bit of moss, so I'm going to see if I can find a place for this. Again, I'll hold a bit more moisture. Yeah, that looks nice. Ready to move her. Right then, so my first job is going to be to try and safely take out the water dish and gently try and get this caught by. Yeah, she's moving under there. Yeah, she just hunkers down. Try to do it as gently as possible because, you know, this is really stressful for her. I know that you might think, yeah, moving a massive, fast, venomous spider is stressful. It's nothing to me compared to what it's going to be for her, so I'm just trying to be as gentle as possible with her. I think because she's arboreal, they're pretty unpredictable, S. calceatum, and this is why definitely not a beginner species whatsoever, because they've got the Poecilotheria speed and venom, they've got the defensiveness of, well, as bad as anything, and they're unpredictable. I would rehouse a dozen Poecilotheria in a day and not think about it. This girl I'm having to think about and really take my time. So let's think. Right, so what's the best approach here? Let's get these flowers out of the way so I can see. You like your flowers though, don't you, Grace? Right then, let's see if I can part a bit of this. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Yeah, she's really hunkered down. I feel quite bad for her disturbing her. Oh, here she comes. Right then. Now I think what I'm going to do is still try and move some of this out of the way. God, she's really webbed that up. She really has. Oh, bless her. See, this is the thing. I'm trying not to touch her because she can go from naught to whooping your ass in seconds. So what I'm trying to do is gently remove this. There we go. Now I think I'm going to close this door and try and go in from the top. Yeah. It is actually, as though I don't like Exoterra, but one of the positives of the Exoterra is the jaw opening. Oh, Grace, I'm so sorry, but honestly, when you see the new house, you're gonna fucking love it, girl. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, trying not to hurt her little feet. Now hopefully she'll run straight into the cup. That's it, go on, up you go. Don't know how much of that is visible to you, but again, I apologise if it isn't. I just want to be as safe as possible with this beautiful little girl. And no, you probably won't see anybody on YouTube rehousing an S. calceatum and being this cutesy over them, but that's just me. I'm a bit of a fucking weirdo. That's it, up you go. Yep. Okay, so safely in the cup. I'm going to open the door now. There we go. Get this old Exoterra out the way. I'll wash that up later, and I'll I think I know a friend who might want this, so Greg, if you're watching, you can have that. So let's have a look at Grace. I'm just going to tidy up all this, get a clear workspace. Again, you don't want anywhere the tarantula can go under and hide when you're working. Weirdly, I find this kitchen worktop quite it's a good height for me, and it's a clean space to work. So Grace, you just wait there, my angel, and I'll be back in a minute to put you in your new house. Right then, now time to get Grace into the new house. She's nicely in the catch cup here. I'm going to try and coax her out gently. Now, Hopefully she likes any. Oh, actually, fill her water up first, Adam? Just so she needs a drink after being so stressed out. It might be just what she needs. I'm going to dampen down this corner for her as well. So, hopefully, she'll go straight here. Oh yeah, that's a little bit tight. Just going to give her a little nudge. Come on, little one. Doesn't want to move. This highly defensive beast of a spider, feared amongst the hobby, does not want to come out of this cup. And there you have the paradox of tarantula keeping. Now, how do I gently help her out? But never get complacent, because honestly, I've seen this girl slap glass at me for merely walking past her enclosure. So that's it, round you go. That's it. Yeah, being gentle with this. There we go. Maybe you'll feel that in a minute. Oh no, not that way. This way. There we go. Really gentle. Hopefully she'll turn around and she'll feel that bark. Yeah? That's alright, she's got her rear feet on that bark. There we are. Wow. There we go. How about that? How's the new place, Grace? Absolutely beautiful. Oh, here she comes. Well, yep. That was a job well done, I think. She's just here. Really happy with how that's gone. But yeah, it goes to show, calm as you like, show some respect, and this apparent monster gives you no troubles. Okay, that went pretty well. Grace moved calmly and happily into a new enclosure, which is the best result you can get. Just going to clarify a couple of things that I mentioned throughout the rehousing. When I use the term fossorial, I don't mean that arboreal tarantulas are going to bury down into 8 inches of substrate and live in their burrow constantly. What I mean is they sometimes like to make small burrows at the bottom of their cork bark, so just try and facilitate for it if you can. But really, just wanted to point out that it doesn't have to be massive stress to move a fast old world arboreal tarantula. You see rehouses go on that are amped up and dramatised, and sometimes I think even intentionally done in a way that amps up drama. But really, keep yourself safe, keep the spider safe, and be as calm as you like. As Dave's Little Beasties says, be calm, be gentle and all that. But incidentally, watching people like Dave's Little Beasties, Rehouse and S. Calceatum, watching Robbie's Talking Teas do it the other week, it gives you a lot more confidence to do it. Being a little bit nervous about the process is entirely normal. If you're terrified of something though, I don't recommend keeping it, because that's when you make mistakes. Respect, yeah, but if you're terrified, think twice about buying the tarantula you're looking at. On the flip side of that, if you're full of bravado, full of arrogance and think nothing's ever going to happen, yeah, inevitably it will, because you'll make mistakes with that machismo bollocks. So try and strike a balance and move the little beastie nice and safely. Well, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you back soon for another rehousing because I've got a few more to do.